What's up, dudes? Welcome back. Let's talk about a little bit of K-pop news. In this one, we're covering the contract disputes between L.Joe of Teen Top and, of course, the company he's got his contract signed with, Top Media. And they very possibly are going to be going to court. He's kind of filed with, I guess they tried to work it out before they went this far, but I guess a representative from the Korean Entertainment Management Association has said, quote, L.Joe's representatives and Top Media seem to be making motions to take their disputes to court to have the case settled. The court can then come to a conclusion on the validity of L.Joe's complaints and find the most effective way to a compromise. Top Media still asserts that L.Joe should be prevented from promoting and auditioning without the blessings of the agency, end quote. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty much standard. Nothing really to be alarmed at with, this. And honestly, as of now, this is really like a story that is not particularly important. But I just kind of want to talk about it and bring up, of course, my thoughts and my opinions and stuff like this on the story as it stands currently, because as it seems based off of everything that I've read so far, his complaint is that he has not been allowed by the company to, have promotions or activities without their, acknowledging that, or without their allowing it. Obviously, the end of that quote said that, he can't promote and he can't audition for other roles and doing other stuff like that without the company first saying that it is okay for him to do that. So obviously, as an entertainer, as anybody really, you would want to do your job, you want to do the thing that is your career, so whether it's you're an athlete, you want to play whatever sport it is that you're supposed to play. If you're a singer or a dancer, you want to sing and you want to dance, right? And if you're not getting the opportunities to do that, it only makes sense that you would go to your employer and say, listen, I'm unhappy with the lack of activity that I am having. Can we please do something about that? And that's perfectly 100% fair. The one aspect of this, though, is because, of course, it's a contract dispute. So I don't know what is going on there, because unless it is actually specifically stated in his contract that the company is required to give him, say, one solo promotion a year or anything like that, then they're not under any sort of obligation to do anything for him. And there also very well might be a clause or something, a line in that contract that says that all of his promotions need to be signed off by the company, right? Which that means that of course seems to be his complaint, that he has to sign off anything that he wants to do with the company, and they, I would assume, are getting in the way of that. So, I mean, it totally makes sense. So this really honestly isn't any sort of abuse drama or anything like that. This is just really kind of standard. Somebody has grown dissatisfied with the stipulations, I suppose you would say, the stipulations of their contract, and they are looking to renegotiate and move that. And of course, a contract which you put your name on, which he signed his name on, back when he, first signed it, or when he debuted or whatever, from as a member of Team Top. They probably re-signed contracts at some point, but as soon as you write your name on that, that is legally binding, and you must adhere to that. And the only way, other than using, if there is some sort of clause in there that says that you can renegotiate your contract with the company at whatever point in time, or if it meets under certain criteria, then you do have to go to courts. You do have to file a lawsuit to get your contract, I guess, nullified or whatever, so that you can then maybe potentially reapproach it or anything like this. So this is basically really, really standard. Nothing crazy to be upset about. I personally wouldn't be super concerned about his future with the company or the group, because like I said, this seems to be a pretty standard, pretty basic kind of thing with he's just not happy with his employment contract, and the only real way, outside of personal negotiations with the company, which the company seems to be unwilling to negotiate, is to take it to court. And that is where the courts, of course, will decide whether or not he has any sort of legal standing with his complaint that he has to get permission from the company before he does any, individual promotions or activities. So hopefully things work out for him, and the court rules kind of in his favor, and it can get a more favorable or a more acceptable contract worked out for him, because I can completely understand getting really frustrated by not being able to promote as a solo artist or singer or do whatever it is that he wants to do because the company is holding him back. I completely understand that, and I'm 100% in support of the employees in this situation, or the idols in these situations, putting the pressure on their company to renegotiate the contract so that they get something that is more favorable, and it really is something that more people should do. We covered Amber in the story in a news story that I did yesterday, where she seems to be dissatisfied with what's going on with her individual, career, I guess, at SM Entertainment. And I don't know what is going on behind the scenes as far as her contract and stuff like that. But, it's just, this is the proper and formal way of doing it. Posting on social media is not the proper and formal way of getting things that you want. But, to be fair, both methods work to a certain extent, so who knows? But that is all that I have got to say. Also, something else that is kind of pertinent is that his contract with Top Media actually expires in January of 2018. So he's got 9 months, I should say, left on his contract. So it is just possible that, or I don't know, maybe it would be best for him, just as a thought maybe, that if it's going to cause bad blood, or if it's going to make his relationship with the company and the industry bad, it's possible, and it might just be better for him to just wait it out and then leave the group or leave the company. But I don't really know. It's of course, whatever he feels is personally best is going to be the best choice for him, and I have no idea. But of course, like I said, I don't know anything about what the contract is. I don't know any further details other than the super basic stuff about what he wants and what the company wants, and their failure to come to some sort of middle ground and an agreement on that. But they're going to go to court, and they're going to figure it out, and hopefully it works out so that, well, both sides can be pretty happy with that. So that is what I've got about this. Just a little quick news story here. Nothing super crazy. Don't freak out about this. This is going to be perfectly fine. There's nothing to be worried about, I promise you, until it actually is something to be worried about. But we're not quite there yet. So let me know what you guys think about this story and your reaction to hearing this down in the comment box below. Maybe you guys have some information and some background that I personally do not have, because maybe you follow Teen Top and this guy a little bit closer than I do. You probably do. So let me know down in the comments below. And, with any sort of thing, discuss this news story, discuss things relating to this Teen Top, this L.Joe, whatever you want to do. And if you like this news story, you want to see more like it, more K-pop and Korean music related content, hit that subscribe button down below so you can join the community and become a part of the discussion at some point in the future. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time.